Good day, everyone. So our topic for today is about interpreting results and drawing conclusions. Interpreting results and drawing conclusions represent the intellectual apex of scholarly inquiry, where evidence transitions into understanding and understanding evolves into wisdom. In the context of public administration research, this stage signifies the moment where data ceases to be abstract and begins to influence decision making, policy creation, and organizational reform. It requires not only technical competence but also analytical design and ethical responsibility, as conclusion drawn at this point may influence public perception, administrative reforms, or even the directions of national policy. And this process begins with an appreciation of the complexity of public systems. Unlike controlled laboratory environments, public administration operates with dynamic, multifaceted, and often unpredictable social settings. Therefore, interpreting research results in the field involves uncovering relationship between governance variables, leadership behaviors, institutional performance, and citizen outcomes. The interpretation must capture nuances why policies succeed in one context and fall in another while maintaining methodological rigor. A critical aspect of interpretation is contextual grounding. Numbers and themes only gain meaning when analyzed within their socio-political and institutional settings. For instance, a finding that suggests low citizen satisfaction must be interpreted not only statistically but also in relation to governance structures, accountability mechanism, and resource availability. And this contextual interpretation distinguishes advanced administrative research from mere descriptive reporting. The act of drawing conclusion requires synthesis in judgment, and the researchers must integrate diverse strands of evidence into a coherent understanding while ensuring that the conclusions remain faithful to the data. In mixed method research, this entails balancing quantitative generalizability with qualitative richness, allowing both numerical trends and human experiences to inform final insights. For doctoral scholars, the task extends beyond interpretation. It involves theorizing. No? Drawing conclusion is not simply about restating findings, but about identifying patterns that expand or refine theoretical frameworks. A well-drawn conclusion contributes to the disciplined bodies of knowledge, offering conceptual clarity or proposing new models of governance and administrative practices. No? Equally essential is reflexivity, no? The scholar's awareness of their own influence on the research process. In interpreting results, researchers must acknowledge positionality, biases, and limitations. Such reflexivity enhances transparency and strengthens the credibility and trustworthiness of the research output. Vital attributes in public sector scholarship. So interpreting results is not a solitary act, it is a dialogue with theory, data, and context. It requires triangulating multiple perspectives, engaging with existing literature, and evaluating the consistency of findings with established public administration doctrines. Through this process, doctoral researchers not only generate conclusions, but also inspire future inquiry. Thus, interpretation and conclusion writing in public administration research embody intellectual maturity, and they demonstrate the scholar's capacity to traverse from empirical observation to theoretical innovation, bridging the gap between data and governance transformation. So the first step in interpreting results is revisiting the research question and objectives. This ensures alignment between what was sought and what was discovered. Every dataset or thematic finding must be examined in light of the study's central inquiry. Let's say, for example, if the research question explored the impact of decentralization and service delivery, the interpretation must revolve around how the results answer or complicate that issue, rather than drifting into unrelated observation. Next comes data analysis synthesis. In quantitative studies, this involves assessing statistical significance, relationships, and trends while in qualitative inquiry, it means discerning themes, narratives, and life experiences. For mixed methods approaches, no, open use in governance studies, interpretation demands integration of both strands, establishing points of convergence or divergence between numerical data and human perception. Interpretation also required comparative analysis. No? Findings should be positioned within broader national or global context. Let's say, for example, efficiency improvement in local governance must be compared with similar efforts in other municipalities or nation to evaluate replicability and contextual uniqueness. So the comparative approach enhances external validity and ensures that conclusions contribute meaningfully not to policy dialogues beyond a single case. No? A critical phase of interpretation involves identifying patterns and contradictions. A critical phase of interpretation involves identifying patterns and contradictions. Governance research often reveals inconsistency between policy intent and actual outcomes, and this contradiction should not be dismissed by examining a source of insight, perhaps indicating implementation gaps, political interference, or institutional inertia. Recognizing such discrepancies elevates the analytical quality of the study. Doctoral interpretation must also address alternative explanation. Advanced researchers avoid simplistic cause-effect conclusion. Instead, they entertain multiple hypotheses and recognize the interplay or political, social, and economic factors. And this multidimensional reasoning strengthens the credibility and dependability of conclusion draws. Drawing conclusion requires summarizing insights without oversimplification. So the researchers must translate findings into actionable knowledge while maintaining conceptual sophistication. Conclusion should answer the so what question, demonstrating how the study contributes to theory, policy, and practice in public administration. For instance, a study on e-governance must conclude with implications for administrative transparency, citizen empowerment, and digital inclusion. Ethical interpretation is equally vital. No? Scholars must ensure that conclusions do not misrepresent marginalized voices or manipulate data for advocacy purposes. Ethical interpretation reflects academic integrity and social responsibility, aligning with the public service values that define the field. So doctoral level conclusions should set an agenda for further research. Each study is a contribution of an ongoing conversation, not a final word. No? Well-articulated conclusions identify gaps, propose new frameworks, or suggest longitudinal follow-ups. And this forward-thinking stance sustains academic discourse and support continuous improvement in governance, research, and practice. So the process of interpreting results and drawing conclusion encapsulate the intellectual rigor and moral obligations of a public administration scholar. It transforms raw data into coherent knowledge that can inform governance reforms, no? Leadership development, and policy innovation. This process is as much an art as it is a science, balancing methodological precision with human understanding. So in summary, effective interpretation requires alignment with research questions, ensuring that every finding contributes to the central inquiry. It involves synthesizing quantitative and qualitative evidence, no? Triangulating perspective and deriving meaning that transcend surface level observation. It demands that researchers approach data not as isolated numbers, but as reflection of real-world administrative and social systems. Moreover, drawing conclusions in doctoral research must embody conceptual integration. This means connecting findings with relevant theories such as new public management institutional theory or governance network, showing how the study extends or challenges established frameworks. So the strength of a conclusion lies not only in its accuracy, but in its capacity to generate new insights. Another important point is that interpretation must be ethical and reflexive. No? The researcher must remain aware of their role in shaping interpretation, acknowledging biases, contextual constraints, and methodological limits. Transparency in this regard reinforces the study trustworthiness and the researcher's professional credibility. Advanced researchers must also communicate their conclusion clearly and persuasively. The aim is to present findings in a way that policymakers, administrators, and scholars can engage with. Well-interpreted results have the power to shape governance structures, inform training programs, and guide reforms in public institutions. Importantly, the summary of findings must point toward practical implication, whether suggesting policy amendments, organizational reforms, or leadership innovation. Conclusions should bridge the academic and practical realms. No? In public administration, research gains value when it translates into better public service outcomes. And finally, drawing conclusion is not the end of research. It is the beginning of dialogue. Its conclusion invites critique, replication, and expansion, ensuring that the body of public administration knowledge remains dynamic and responsive to emerging challenges. Interpreting results and drawing conclusion encapsulate the researcher's journey from inquiry to impact it. No? Or inquiry to impact. It is a process of turning data into direction, evidence into empowerment, and research into reform. A core anchoring scholarship in the noble pursuit of effective, transparent, and responsive governance.